Hi. So, you definitely probably can't see me, because it's really dark in here. And you probably, I don't know if you can hear well. Um, I am having some late night thoughts. I've been crying. I've been having some late night thoughts that I want to share. And if you can't see me, you can just listen. And if you don't want to listen, that's fine. You don't have to listen. But, back in December, I found Cynthia Erivo and her rendition of I'm Here from The Color Purple. And that changed a lot for me in my mindset, in my feelings about my whole experience, and, all of that. And every once in a while, I feel it in my body, my soul, I don't know what, but I feel open to listening to it and listening to the lyrics. And today was one of those days where I felt really pulled and drawn to listen to it, and I felt really open to those feelings. And so I listened to it, and I cried, obviously. And I was sitting here thinking about what that song means to me and why it makes me feel the way that I do. And I've been talking to myself for like the past 10 minutes about it, but I kind of want to remember this point in time, and I want to remember these feelings because I feel like they will come in handy one day. I feel like this video or this message and these thoughts will I'll need to be reminded of them at some point. So the song is I'm Here, and it's sung by the main character, and she's been told throughout the show that no one wants her and she's ugly and all this stuff. And then she just kind of has this moment where it's like, no, that's not it. And it starts, I don't need you to love me. And then she's like, I've got, she goes to talk about her children and her sister. But there's two different parts of the song that really, really get me. And I'm going to talk about the first one. The first one, she says, got my house, it still keeps the cold out. Got my chair when my body can't go now. Got my hands doing good like they supposed to. Showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to. I'm getting emotional saying it. Got my eyes, though they don't see as far. They show me how things really are. And that verse hits really hard to me because, she's sitting there listing all of the things that she has. She's been through all this stuff and she's had all these things that happened to her, and she's listing the very trivial things that she has that mean something to her. So like, got my house, this to keep the cold out. I have shelter. I have a place over my head. Got my chair when my body can't go now. A place to relax and to revitalize your body and be at peace. Got my hands doing good like they supposed to. And like, no one thinks about their hands. No one thinks about you just expect to have your hands. And no one thinks about like how much they do for you and how vital they are and how connected you are to your hands. And this has a point. I'm not getting emotional over hands for no reason. But this experience like of my brain injury, I didn't realize, I logically knew, but I didn't know how much I took for granted. Not saying that like I was like not grateful or anything, but like just the simple luxury of having your brain work and having your brain and your eyes connect, and you being able to see and being able to be around light and to be able to read, be able to think, be able to be yourself, be your own person in your head. Like, I never thought about that. That was just what I expected to happen. That was just me. That was just how I lived my life. And so when she talks about the hands, it's like, yeah, thank you, hands, because I know it would suck if you didn't work, if I didn't have you. Like, thank you. And we really take for granted, I specifically, and I feel like other people take for granted just the basic functions that our body does, and how grateful and how amazing it is that they can do that. And then she says, this part gets me all the time. It's like, got my eyes so they don't see as far. They show me how things really are. And this connects with me because obviously my eyes are broken. But also, like, she also recognizes a flaw in them. Like, her eyes don't see as far anymore. It's not as much as they used to. But she's still saying thank you to the parts of herself that are broken. And that speaks to me. So I just want to, like, say that again, because I just feel like that's so important. Saying thank you to the parts of yourself that are broken and having gratitude for them. My eyes don't work. My eyes and my brain they don't work together. My eyes themselves are not working together. They're working apart from each other. My eye muscles aren't working. My vision system isn't, but thank you for still being here. Thank you for working the amount you have. Thank you for working so hard and trying to learn these new things and to get better. Thank you for being so overwhelmed every day, but yet still being part of the system and participating. Like, even though you're broken, thank you for what you do for me. And I just, before I hit my head, I would get so wrapped up, and I was so in my head about so many things that felt like the end of the world, that felt like so important. They weighed so heavy on me. I had such bad anxiety. I stressed so much about, am I doing enough with my life? Am I making the right decisions? Have I fucked this thing up? Am I going the right, but did I fuck, like, and I felt so pressured and weighed down by everything, and I just felt like a disaster. I felt like a fuck up. I felt like I didn't make the right moves, and every move that I made was wrong. And looking back, it's like those feelings are a luxury. You know, having anxiety over, oh, is this person gonna like me? Or having anxiety over, like, oh, am I gonna be friends with this person? Or having anxiety or stress over, am I making the right decision about my school and about my career and am I whatever? Like, that's such a luxury to have that and to feel those things. And, like, when you're in it and when you hear people talk, of course it's not, like, it doesn't feel great to have those things, but, like, you're living life. You're still going through life. You're still living, and you have yourself and you have your body, and you're a person, and you're alive, and you're, you know, and, like, having those anxieties and having those worries are so trivial. They don't matter, because literally anything, like, everything could get taken away from you. Like, instantly. And, God, when that happens, I mean, no one's ever prepared for that to happen, obviously, but when everything's taken away, you just realize how you realize how luxurious it was to have the life you did and to have the body you did, and you realize how ungrateful you've been and how much you would love. Like, I wish I could live life right now. I am living life. I'm living a version of life, but I wish I could be my fullest self and live my fullest life. And I would love to have anxiety about, is this person gonna like me? Like, am I gonna make a new friend today? I would love to have the anxiety of, am I making the right decision for my career or my schooling? Like, I would love to have those luxuries, because you have choices and you have endless opportunities and you have an entire world and an entire life to just live and fulfill and fill with yourself and what you want of yourself. And you know, I restrained myself. I got in my own head. I was putting restrictions on myself. Nothing else and no one else was. I wasn't making up scenarios, but like the things that I felt were so important and so groundbreaking, they didn't mean anything. And like, even if I did the wrong thing, even if I made the wrong decision, even if I didn't make a friend, even if I looked stupid, it doesn't matter, because I'm living. I'm being me. I'm living a life, and I should be grateful for like what I have. And I always thought I was a grateful person, because I understand good opportunities that I've had, and I've understood like how people have helped me and like all that stuff, and I've been grateful for that. But man, when your brain doesn't work, when your system of your body that like is you, when that doesn't work, when you can't be you, when it feels like I'm not me, when I'm not in my own body, I'm not in my own head, like that's really when things get bad, you know? And like, I feel so much more appreciative for my body, and I feel so grateful to have it. And like, yeah, things break. I have all of these medical issues. I still have a brain injury. I had to have my gallbladder removed, but like, I'm so lucky to be able to live life. I'm so lucky to be alive, and like, I'm so lucky to have mobility. Like, I can move my arms and legs, no problem, you know? And, you know, them being weak, I can change that. You know, I have my ears, I can hear. I have my mouth, I can talk. I have my nose, I can smell. I have my eyes. Even if they're broken, I still have them. Like, I have my skin. I have the privilege of being a person. And I don't know if I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just emotional, because I just feel so grateful for all these things. And I hope, and this is the reason why I'm recording this, is I hope that whenever, because I know I'm going to get stuck in my head again at some point. I know that's going to happen. I'm going to kind of forget, and I hope I can look back and just be grateful that I can live, and just be grateful that I have the chance to be stressed out about something, and I have the chance to be sad about this, or I have the chance to be angry. Like, just be grateful and appreciative for those moments and those things, and to not take life so seriously. Decisions aren't that important. Nothing is really that heavy, you know? If you make the wrong decision, you can change it. If you make the right decision, then great, but you gotta just go and make decisions. Like, you just gotta go out and live. And I don't know, I'm just having those thoughts. And then I haven't even got to the second part of this song, but sorry, I'm crying over here. The part is like, I'm gonna take a deep breath, gonna hold my head up, I'm gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. I'm gonna flirt with somebody when they walk by. I'm gonna sing out